forget eggs. Yes, you heard that right. For decades, eggs have been crowned the king of protein, the food for building muscle and strength. But here's the surprising truth. After the age of 50, your body needs more than just protein. It needs foods that fight inflammation, protect your heart, boost your energy, and help you keep the muscle you already have. And believe it or not, certain nuts can actually outperform eggs when it comes to supporting muscle growth and healthy aging. Now imagine this, instead of cracking eggs every morning, you reach for a small handful of nuts. Just a few bites and you're fueling your body with protein, healthy fats, essential minerals, and plant compounds that eggs simply can't match. What if those handfuls of nuts could help you feel stronger, reduce muscle loss, and keep you active well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond? That's exactly what today's discussion is about. Because when it comes to maintaining muscle after 50, there are 4 nuts in particular that stand out as powerhouses. They don't just give you protein, they also deliver nutrients that protect your muscles, bones, and even your brain. And here's the exciting part. Science now shows that these nuts can be even more effective than eggs for long-term muscle health. So if you're over 50 and you want to stay active, independent, and full of energy, keep listening. By the end, you'll know which 4 nuts deserve a place in your daily diet, why they matter, and exactly how to use them in a way that's simple and enjoyable. Let's get started. Why muscle growth matters more after 50. Before we dive into the nuts themselves, let's pause for a moment. Why is muscle such a big deal after 50? The truth is, muscle isn't just about strength or appearance. Muscle is your body's engine. It's what keeps you steady on your feet, helps you climb stairs, carry groceries, and even protects your bones from fractures. After age 50, something called sarcopenia begins to creep in. That's the natural loss of muscle mass with aging. Left unchecked, sarcopenia can make you weaker, less mobile, and more vulnerable to falls. Here's the shocking part. After 50, you can lose up to 1% of your muscle mass every year. That means by the time you hit 70, you may have lost 20% or more of your strength if you don't take action. So, the foods you choose become critical. You need high-quality protein, yes, but you also need nutrients that support recovery, fight inflammation, and nourish your muscles on a cellular level. This is where eggs often fall short, and where nuts truly shine. Eggs are a good protein source, but they don't provide the same variety of nutrients that nuts do. Nuts bring in healthy fats, magnesium, antioxidants, and amino acids, all of which play a unique role in preserving muscle and boosting your health. With that in mind, let's reveal the 4 nuts that can give you the edge in maintaining muscle after 50. Nut hash 1. Almonds. The muscle protector almonds are often thought of as a simple snack, but for seniors, they're much more than that. They're one of the best nuts for muscle growth because they deliver both protein and magnesium. And magnesium is one mineral that most people over 50 are missing. Why does magnesium matter? Because it's involved in more than 300 processes in your body, including muscle contraction and energy production. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can feel weak, tired, or even cramp up. Almonds give you a double advantage. They provide plant-based protein for building new muscle fibers, and they ensure your muscles actually function the way they should. Here's something many people don't realize. Just a handful of almonds, about 23 nuts, provides 6 grams of protein and 20% of your daily magnesium needs. Compare that to an egg, which gives you 6 grams of protein but almost no magnesium. Practical tip: try eating a handful of raw almonds as a mid-morning snack, or sprinkle sliced almonds on your oatmeal or yogurt. Imagine starting your day with a steady release of energy, strong muscles, and better focus, all from something so small and tasty. But almonds are just the beginning. The next nut on the list offers something even more powerful. Nut hash 2. Walnuts. The brain and muscle connection. Have you ever noticed how a walnut looks like a brain? That's no coincidence. Walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that supports both brain health and muscle function. Here's the connection. Inflammation is one of the silent enemies of aging. It not only damages your joints, but also makes it harder for your muscles to recover and grow. Walnuts fight inflammation directly, helping you preserve lean muscle tissue while protecting your heart and brain at the same time. One study even found that people who ate walnuts regularly had better physical performance as they aged. That means more stamina, better balance, and less risk of losing independence. Practical tip: walnuts can be a little bitter on their own, but they're perfect in salads, oatmeal, or even baked into whole grain bread. Just 1 ounce of walnuts gives you 4 grams of protein, fiber for digestion, and a hefty dose of anti-inflammatory omega-3. Now, imagine combining almonds and walnuts in your diet. One supports your muscles with magnesium and protein. The other fights inflammation and keeps your muscles strong from the inside out. That's a powerful combination. But we're not done yet. The next nut might surprise you, because it's often overlooked, yet it's one of the best for bone strength and muscle recovery. Nut hash 3. Pistachios, the recovery champion. When you think of pistachios, you might picture the fun of cracking open their shells. But what you might not realize is that pistachios are one of the most complete plant proteins out there. They contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs for muscle repair. That's something very few plant foods can claim. Why is this important for seniors, after exercise, or even simple daily activities like gardening or walking? Your muscles need amino acids to repair tiny tears and build themselves stronger. Pistachios deliver exactly what your muscles crave. But that's not all. Pistachios are also rich in vitamin B6, which helps your body use protein more effectively. Without enough B6, even the best protein sources won't work as well. And here's a little bonus. Pistachios are lower in calories than many other nuts, so you can enjoy more of them without worrying about weight gain. Practical tip: keep a small container of pistachios in your bag or car. They make the perfect on-the-go snack, giving you steady energy and muscle support wherever you are. And yes, they're delicious, which makes it easy to stick with this habit. So far, we've covered almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. Each one brings something unique. But the final nut on our list might just be the most powerful of all for building and protecting muscle after 50. Nut hash 4. Brazil nuts. The hidden muscle booster. Brazil nuts are often overlooked, but they're one of the richest natural sources of selenium, a trace mineral that plays a huge role in muscle strength and recovery. Selenium helps reduce oxidative stress, which is basically the wear and tear your muscles go through over time. Think of selenium as a bodyguard for your muscle cells. It prevents damage, keeps your immune system strong, and even supports thyroid health, which controls your metabolism and energy levels. Here's something amazing. Just one Brazil nut can provide your entire daily requirement of selenium. That means you don't need a whole handful. Just 1 or 2 nuts a day can make a big difference. Practical tip: because Brazil nuts are so powerful, moderation is key. Too much selenium can be harmful, so stick to 1 or 2 per day. You can eat them on their own, or chop them into small pieces and mix them with other nuts for a balanced snack. Imagine this: you're giving your body the exact nutrient it needs to stay strong and energized, simply by eating a couple of Brazil nuts each day. It's almost too easy, putting it all together. The nut muscle plan. Now that we've covered the 4 powerhouse nuts, almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, let's bring it all together. Think of these nuts as your daily muscle insurance plan. Each one fills a gap that eggs can't. Almonds protect your muscles with protein and magnesium. Walnuts fight inflammation with omega-3s. Pistachios deliver complete amino acids for recovery. Brazil nuts guard your muscles with selenium. Here's a simple plan. Create your own muscle mix. Take a small jar and fill it with a combination of these 4 nuts. Keep it on your kitchen counter or pack it with you when you go out. A small handful a day is enough to give your body steady support. Have you ever thought about how such a simple change could transform your energy? Picture yourself walking with more confidence, lifting things with ease, and staying active without pain or fatigue. That's the power of fueling your body with the right nutrients. And remember, it's not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. By nourishing your muscles with the right foods, you're giving yourself the gift of independence, strength, and vitality. Eggs may have their place, but for seniors, nuts are the smarter choice for lasting muscle health. With their unique blend of protein, healthy fats, and essential nutrients, almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts are like nature's secret recipe for strength after 50. So the next time you're reaching for a snack, skip the eggs and grab a handful of nuts instead. Small, simple, and delicious, yet powerful enough to keep you strong for decades to come. Because when it comes to aging well, the right foods aren't just fuel, they're your strongest ally.